Hi, Pat Parelli here, and I'm here to help you keep it natural and have a better horse life so your horse can have a better horse life too. So, I've been out of town a lot, and this is going to be my sixth session with you with Mr. Style. So I've been I want to share with you my journey with him, starting a relationship that develops into a partnership. Of course, we started at the road to the horse, and now I think what we're doing is on the road to becoming horsemen. Him as well as I, together, partnership. So hope you enjoy this. I'm going to play with him a little bit here in the play pen, 40-foot round pen. All right, there's Polka, and there's Psalms. That's it. Okay. All right. So it's time. I'm going to go play with Mr. Stylish now. Okay, and he's in the playpen. So you guys get to watch, all right? All right, keep looking. Let's go. So it's been a little while since I've been able to share much with you here. I got back from the road to the horse, and I had they call trigger finger. These tendons here had grown together, and they had to operate and sit. So I've not been able to ride very much, but I've been playing with Mr. Style here, doing some different things. So let's go see if we can play with him here in the playpen. And what I've discovered is he is a real people horse. He really likes people. He likes to play. He's got a lot of go. And I'd say he's a left brain extrovert. And there's my guy, starting looking really good. Lost all that winter hair. He got different colors here, huh? How you doing, guy? You getting there? Want a little snack? A little snackarelli? All right. So anyway, so he's we're having lots of fun together. And like I said, since this hand now, I can close my hand, open it, doesn't lock. Now I can start doing some things. So I'm going to play with him here in the round corral for a little bit and share with you some of the things that I'm doing, all right? There's a little playpen here, we call it. It's real low, not very high. The idea is not to put pressure on the horse, but to just play with our horses here. I got a little thing here that I used to grab. I put the things like this so that I can, the horses can't reach over here and chew on everything, as they will. So there we go. How's my guy, huh? You doing good? You doing good there? So again, I think, you know, that if we put the relationship first, it's pretty easy to put a horse in a round corral and chase him around. And I really truly believe that back in the 80s, when the phrase round pen training kind of got coined, that more horses were ruined trying to do it correctly. There's nothing wrong with round pin training. In fact, there's lots right about it. This is a 40-foot round pin, or play pin as I like to call it, because it's nice and low. Play with the horse's nature. And the idea is that if we can learn that, get our horses to get them connected here. Let's say we get three things here: rhythm, relaxation, and understanding. And that's only going to happen if the horse is connected to you. All right? And so what we want is we want them to respond with respect without any fear. All right? But horses are prey animals, so they're born skeptics, cowards, claustrophobics, panicaholics by nature in various degrees. So it's very easy for them to get to where they go into flight from fear mode. So what I try to do is turn their number one instinct, being perceptive to danger, people, places, changes, and things, and turn it into, let's see what I got going here, come on, into being perceptive to cues and communication. All right, so I'm gonna kind of put a little, what I call the spaghetti roll on there. I'm just gonna roll that there like that, see if I can ask him to go there. So I can get over here to neutral. I want him to maintain gait, direction, look where he's going, stay connected. So many people try to make the horse come back to them, but what I do is allow them to come back. So I try never to let them do things or make him do things, so it's cause and allow. Attaboy, you're doing good. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you some of the things I'm doing here because I really want him to there, like the connection a little stronger there. So the round pin isn't just a place, or the lunge line isn't just a place to get a horse tired, which is I think what most people do. So what I try to do is really work on the connection. It's just a great place. If he's got to go, he's got to go, but he can always come back. And I actually like to call this the boomerang game. Can I send him and have him come back? You know, in Australia, the Aboriginals take a piece of wood and they carve it in a special way and get the aerodynamics right in such a way that when they throw it, it goes out and comes back. And the reason they do that, attaboy, is that the boomerang is designed to maybe go out and hit a rabbit or something and knock it in the head. And if they miss, she's supposed to come back, so I'm gonna keep going. If they have to chase it, they call it a stick. So I'm gonna ask him to go over there and play around. And so again, I'm gonna work with his instincts. Number one, be perceptive to danger, people, places, changes, and things. So if I step here, can I ask him to notice that and then come back, okay? If I point over here and stick it over there, can he notice that that's a send, all right? Then the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to turn the flight from fear into impulsion over there, good, okay? I want him to use rhythm, relaxation, and understanding. And so when he misses his hind lead like he did the first time there, then that tells me that he kind of wasn't relaxed enough. So if I ask him here in a very soft way to go forward, see if he can catch his hind quarters here, go around there, he's got his ear on me so I see the connection, okay? So there, I love that when he checks in. Any horse, every horse, check in, all right? So there's a difference between going and leaving, and so many people have horses that leave. And what I try to do is get people to understand that we want the horses to see us as an icon of safety and fun. And as soon as it can be fun for them, now we got fly season here, and the vet came out the other day and flushed his eyes out and his little tubes there. Attaboy. And so again, it's more about having the horse be with you, understanding, being able to use long body logic, okay? So I can stick this stick out behind me here. Let's see if I can do it again. Of course, every horse has a good side and a not so good side. So let's use some long body logic. Let's stick this stick out here in front, use the wall. All I have to do is cut him off on the wall. Good boy. Let's see if I can kind of play around here and a little bit of, there we go. Let's see if we can go over this way, good. That's it, I like that. Good. So this is gonna pay dividends a long time away because horses will run faster and jump higher out of heart and desire. He did whatever it took, I'm sure, to be with his mother. And that's, to me, when I find out what his specialization is going to be after this nice foundation, I want him to surround his world around me, just like these little doggies do, you know? And they want to be there. Hey, Psalms, Polka, you guys want to come back? Psalmies, come in here, come in. There's my doggies. Hey, Polka the boy. There's Psalm the boy. There's my Psalms boy. There's my Psalms. They go all around looking for the dad, okay? Yeah, what's dad doing? Okay? So same thing is a relationship. It's based on love, language, and leadership, trust, understanding. And horses can only do 6 things besides stand still, go forward, backwards, right, left, up and down. But they can do it in a calm, relaxed, understanding kind of way, or they can do it in a scared sort of a way. So I'm trying to get people to understand that if we can just get our horses to understand what we want. Now that's not so good, I don't want that. He'd really rather go around here to the left than to the right, just his tendency for whatever reason. Good. Let's see if we can go over that way. Now watch how I do this. I just kind of roll this out at him like that, like it's like, you know how you roll spaghetti on a fork? I call that the spaghetti roll. And now if I'm going to ask him to go faster, now let's do the spaghetti roll again. Spaghetti roll to the front. Now if I ask him to go faster, I'm going to put a straight elbow, big long, out and behind, okay, like a windmill. And ask him to go forward again. I'm going to change hands, put it out in front until he can respond to that. So anyway, as you can see, just having lots of fun, communication, understanding, psychology. And in order to use psychology with a horse, you've got to play games. That's what to me, psychology is just another name for games. Dr. Pavlov, he played a game, ring the bell before he gave the dog some steak. Pretty soon he could ring the bell, and then the dog, a conditioned response, would start to get hungry and salivate, because that meant I'm about to eat. Somebody decided to do that with kids. Remember the ice cream man came with the ice cream truck? You know, ding, 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 and then all of a sudden the kid goes, "Mom, I need a quarter," right? And so this is where we can use different ways of playing with a horse, and because they even named it after him, horseplay. So if we can play these games, and he realizes it's a game, he doesn't have to be afraid of it. And so many people want to show a horse who's boss. What I want to do is show a horse that I've got a plan. Dad's got a plan. Spaghetti roll over that way. Spaghetti roll over that way, but I want you to keep going. Even if he goes out to the outside that's there right now, I'd really like him to start learning to maintain gait, maintain direction. So I'm going to play with him here, and I'm going to see if I can stay in neutral unless he does that, and then I'm just going to do that. And neutral means I'm just going to sit here, stand here and relax and see if he can go around here. I'm going to do less, so he'll do more. I don't ever want him to feel like he's doing something wrong. I want him to mentally, emotionally, and physically get the exercise that he needs in order to become a performance horse. So no matter what horse I've got or you've got, there's a way to put the relationship first and put a foundation with every horse that could lead to specialization, that could lead to performance if they have the talent to do so and the owner has the desire to do so. You know, I would say 80% of all horse owners do hardly anything competitive, but that's okay. Doesn't matter if it's English or Western or speed events. That if you want to do something competitive, there's certain things that are very important that a horse does, that they do everything with rhythm, relaxation, and understanding, of course, then speed control, then straightness and shortening their body so they can transfer the weight to the hindquarters so that they can be collected, all right? So whether you want a trail horse or a performance horse, the foundation is the same. But the cool part is that if you wanted to do something, that this skeleton, this blueprint that I share with everyone, will lead you to the Olympics and beyond, English or Western. You know, someday they're going to put a saddle horn in the Olympics. But this isn't about English or Western, because, attaboy. Oh, see now, he's going, "Dad, what about connection? What about connection?" Now, that's not what I wanted, but that's what he gave me. So I want to emphasize to you how important connection is. Connection is king. And so he was wild raised, basically, out on a big ranch, the 4-6s. And, you know, to get him now to where his perceptive to danger, people, places, changes, and things is more to perceptive to cues, communication, and putting effort into the game of horsemanship, which, by the way, is a perpetual game. It's infinite. Good, better, best, never let it rest, get your good, better, and your better, best. but connection is king. This is more important than anything. So that means that if we think about how we get a horse collected, we have to collect their heart first. That's rapport. Okay, that's through connection. Number one. Number two, respect. And that's the appropriate response to pressure. All right? And the way we get respect is we apply pressure appropriately. All right? We've got to learn how to apply pressure appropriately so that he can know how he should respond to that, not react, but respond. Number three is impulsion. Yeah, it's speed control, it's whoa equals go, it's all kinds of things, but it's also emotional collection, okay? And then the last one is the physical collection, which is through the flexion. I'm gonna be over here now. See, he got, we played a little game there. He said, okay, I'll go to the right, then I'm gonna go left. And I said, well, yeah, you've done that twice, so we're not gonna let that happen the third time. So we're playing a little game there. And the physical part is the flexion. Do a little spaghetti and say, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. You got it. Keep on going, and keep on going, keep on going. Flexion, bending, and yielding. And yielding is a mental, emotional, as well as a physical thing. So if I ask him to go, I want him to yield to that and say, sure, I'll go. If I want him to slow, I want him to say, sure, I'll slow. So that's yielding is not just a physical thing, but it is a physical thing also. In other words, when I ride him, or maybe in the next session I'll play with him online for you, I want him to follow that feel. And a yield is an ounce. They give, they yield, and they turn loose. So as we develop our partnership with our horse, now remember, you may not be interested in performance. You may not be interested in high level activity with your horse, but your horse is. You know, and so many people are, the poor horses are just bored to death because it's just, you know, ride around, do this, do that. How's your father? What's the weather like where you come from? Instead of it being a fun and enjoyable relationship where he can take his natural tendencies, propensities to play and connect and turn it into horsepower. And that nothing you can't do when the horse becomes a part of you. So as you can see, he's really starting to connect and doing lots of things. Now, there's still some little spots there where I've got to be careful because he's got a lot of a go to him. He's got a lot of power. And if he kind of gets a little bit concerned and scared, so as I put a relationship, a partnership together with the horse, depending on their horsenality, which is based on 4 things: innate characteristics, environmental influences. Remember, he was ranch raised, learned behavior, learned things from people and other horses and situations, and then his spirit. This horse has got what I call medium-high spirit. That's the horsenality that I'm working with today. And so depending on what that is how I adjust to fit the situation. So with him, I've done lots of, instead of, I want you to do this lead correctly, I want you to change leads, I want you to make sure you maintain gait. I've got my checkoff list of things that I want, that, you know, that we're gonna have to do here in order to be a superstar that he's destined to be. But right now, what's more important is that he really, really wants to be with me. So little doggies that came over there, the little white one, he's a new puppy, and his innate characteristic was to be kind of a right brain introvert. He really didn't like to have his head petted, and so we've just done lots of things to get him to trust us and to want that more than the behaving, you know, all the things we want him to do. Come here, lay down, sit down, don't pee or poop in the house, you know, all that stuff. We're going to get there, but not at the cost of having him always be a shy little dog. These little Italian greyhounds. Psalms, on the other hand, he wants lots of people attention. He's kind of a Velcro dog. And Polka, because he's got those polka dots on him, one big one on the outside, a bunch on the little one, He's starting to become a Velcro dog. He wants to know where I'm at all times. To him, he wants to play with a stick or play with the other dogs, but now the human's becoming more important. Same thing. So, as you can see, part of the family now. So, hope you've enjoyed this little session, and we'll kind of keep you posted. Again, I'm here to help you have a better horse life, and so your horse can have a better horse life, and the only way I know how to do that is by keeping it natural and using communication, understanding, and psychology.